Morning, Raptors freak Alexiot's here. Wednesday morning. Uh, Weird Wednesday. It is a weird Wednesday for me. I mean, I'm wearing a Blue Jays hat and a Winnipeg shirt. Sorry about that. I just can't dig up my regular clothes right now for different reasons. But hey, listen, we got stuff to talk about today. Uh, Kevin Durant, it is official. Let me read the official statement that came out. This is what they said. The following statement has been released by General Manager Sean Marks. Steve Nash and I, together with Joe Tsai and Clara Wu Tsai, met with Kevin Durant and Rich Kleinman in Los Angeles yesterday. We have agreed to move forward with our partnership. We are focusing on basketball with one collective goal in mind: build a lasting franchise to bring a championship to Brooklyn. All right. So they've officially left the league off the hook for the Kevin Durant trade talks and all the speculation and all the guys looking over their shoulder, wondering if they're going to get traded or not, things like that. It's hilarious. Like King Jordan, Gary Trent Jr.'s best friend on Twitter, he was saying, there you go, guys. Now, how are all you Raptors fans feeling that really wanted Kevin Durant at this point? You know what? Like I'm. This is great. This is great because first of all, they stay there. Is there going to be a dumpster fire? I'm sorry, they're going to be a dumpster fire. Kevin, it's really weird what happened to Kevin this summer. He's tried to flex his muscle as a superstar, and he just could not do it. It's crazy how he could not get anything done for what he wanted. He demanded a trade, could not get a trade. He demanded them get fired, could not get them fired. And now he's kind of like, okay, well, then I guess I'm running it back with these guys and stuff like that. So it's really silly. Like Las Vegas has actually increased the odds for the Brooklyn Nets to win the championship, like doubled them, making it easier for them because Kevin is coming back. They went from like 18-1 to 9-1. And I still don't believe that. I still think that they're just as good as they were last year. And that's you'll see a repeat of kind of what happened last year and the different ways they struggled with Kyrie missing and not being totally reliable. I don't know how much they can rely on Ben Simmons and Kevin not totally wholeheartedly wanting to be there. So everything is ripe for all kinds of problems for the Brooklyn Nets this upcoming season. They have to have a lot go right for them to be successful this year. And I don't think that the cards are there for this. I mean, he just said he wanted his coach and his GM fired. And now he has to go and work with them for the season. There's a lot of dysfunction in this whole breakup makeup situation with the Brooklyn Nets. So if you're a Nets fan, you feel good about what happened this week, you shouldn't. You shouldn't, because everything's just as uneasy and weird. And in fact, now it's kind of like, okay, you guys are committed. Let's see what happens. It's crazy. Monique is saying before I showed up, thank God we never needed KD. Just glad it's over. Happy for Koloko right now. The kid has been waiting forever to sign pen to paper. Yeah, when is that Koloko signing going to happen now? I want to hear it right away, Bobby Webster. When are we going to get Koloko's pen to paper? We want to hear that he is signed and on the Raptors for sure and stuff like that. I'm with Monique on this one. And Tom Duke saying so much baggage they get to drag around this year. KD is not a good example in general. Too bad. Summer 2022, so weird. Yeah, I mean, Patrick Beverly attacked Kevin Durant on Twitter after this announcement, saying you just messed with people's lives and free agency and stuff like that, holding it up with your craziness and stuff like that. It really came down on him. And Kevin was actually going at him back, like directly. Patrick Beverly and Kevin Durant on Twitter, bam, 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 bam. I mean, I could look at it this two ways. This is a similar thing that happened with Kawhi the summer he left us. We weren't sure what was going to happen with him. He was all over the place for a while. And the Lakers had a hard time because they were trying to get Kawhi. They made all these plans to land him, and the Clippers got him instead. But it messed up the Lakers for being able to get free agents like at the last minute and stuff like that. So it's not exactly the same kind of situation, but I can see where big superstar players, before they move or do something, they can affect guys that are not as high tier players in the league as far as like this and that. Now we should see a whole bunch of stuff happen now because it's clear that he's not getting moved, and neither is Kyrie. So, the Lakers' dream of having Kyrie play with LeBron this year is not going to happen. So, it's gonna be interesting. And like I said, they're not going to be very good either way. Whether they traded them or kept them, they're going to have problems in Brooklyn and stuff like that. So, all right, Tom Duke. I just want to do real quick a little bit on the game you're going to tomorrow. Tom Duke lives in Victoria, British Columbia, and he's going to see Team Canada play against Team Argentina tomorrow night. And Nick Nurse and the crew are coming in with Corey Joseph and SGA and O'Shea Brissett and all kinds of fun people. And so, in fact, I just reminded myself on Monday when we were in the Twitch stream with Sunday. Actually, we were on a Twitch stream with Scotty on Sunday. He was talking about, well, actually, there was somebody in the chat that was there with the last name Brissett. Jay Brissett was their handle. And I was like, oh, say hey to your cousin from me, because we were talking, this person and I. And he's like, how did you know O'Shea's my cousin? They were actually O'Shea Brissett's cousin that were in the chat with us, and we were talking with them. And he was telling me that O'Shea's so excited to be playing for Team Canada this week, coming to BC and stuff like that, and that he's really proud to be a Pacer, and that he really enjoyed being on the Raptors and being with our team too. But he's having a good time with the Pacers and getting his game going with them. And that the Pacers are very Canadian now, yes. But it was cool that O'Shea Brissett's cousin was in the chat with us talking to Scotty and stuff like that. I got to know them a little bit. But yeah, now I know who the Argentina roster is. The roster that Argentina is bringing to the court tomorrow night is very interesting. It does not have Luis Scola on it. Scola was always like a mainstay on Argentina's national teams. Like he has been up until this cycle. I think he was on the last team Argentina, but now he's retired. He's not on this team this year. And the old man on the Argentina team for tomorrow is former Raptor Carlos Delfino. That's right, Tom Duke. You're going to get to see Carlos Delfino, who played for the Raptors in like the 2000s. And yeah, this is an old school Raptor. That's crazy. Carlos Delfino's on this team. And then of note, any of the other guys, like I don't know any other guys. I know they're all good because Argentina has a good team, but none of them are really in the NBA except for one, Facundo Campazzo. He is on the Nuggets, I believe, and he is their only NBA player on their team. So there's a little scout for Team Argentina tomorrow, a very strong team in the Americas, a team that does get medals in Olympic competition, is very dangerous. They well put together a system that's been good for years and years and years, has made them a contender. But no Luis Scola. There will be some Carlos Delfino, though. And Tom Duke has got the Maple Leafs out and is ready. Yeah. Tom Duke saying, we got a stacked nation of players. Yeah, I saw that and wanted to ask you about that Brissett Twitch guy. Yeah, Tom was there during the Twitch stream also on Sunday when I was talking to Brissett's cousin and stuff like that. So really cool stuff. G's saying, did you like Draymond Green's speech? Yeah, I liked it for the most part. A lot of people are saying, well, he was really harsh on some guys, but he was right. If you want to be as good as you can be, you have to be working as hard as the best. And that's Pascal and Fred in that situation. He came down hard on Gabe Brown, but that's really mainly because he cares about Gabe Brown because he went to the same school as him. They're both Michigan State Spartans. And, I guess he could point him out specifically, and that's really purely from his heart. And telling him, you're a Spartan. I want you to succeed and do really well in the NBA. And you got to listen to me because I know what I'm saying and stuff like that. So, guys, I'm not going to be doing very regular streams from now on after today. I may not be on for much longer right now, actually, because I've got a lot of things to do and stuff like that. And tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing a regular think tank because I'm going to be very busy in the morning at 9:30. So I won't be here on time for the next couple of days. In fact, on Friday, we're doing our meet and greet at Noonan's Pub, Broadview Station, 7 p.m. Broadview and Danforth, TTC Broadview Station, Noonan's Irish Pub, 7 p.m. The Raptor Freak meet and greet with Monique and I. and other people are supposed to be coming too. So please show up for that if you can make it. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but I won't be live streaming in the morning on Thursday or Friday. That I'm gonna be very busy doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But I am gonna make sure I get content in tomorrow. Just don't expect me first thing. It may be I do a little short thing later in the afternoon or the evening and stuff like that. I've got all kinds of crazy stupid shit going on in my life right now. I'm not very happy about it. But and then I'm going to Florida. So there's going to be a little bit of weird content on my stream. That's not going to be the normal content for about a week and a half starting tomorrow. So be ready for that. I can't say that I'm going to be on at 9:30 every morning, at least over the next 10 days. It's going to be very different and stuff like that. So Tom Duke saying, hope you're having a good birthday week so far. No, I'm not, Tom, but that's okay. Life gives you obstacles and challenges that you have to deal with, and you rise to the occasion and you just try and take care of them as best as you can. No, this week is not a good week, Tom. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? I'm gonna get through it because I'm a badass, and that's just what you got to do. Tom Duke saying Florida vacation, family time will be good for you. Enjoy the break. Yeah, thank you. Like I said, it's not that I'm not going to be going on. I will be going on. It's just it won't be at like 9:30 every day, just because I may be busy at that time of day more in the next week or so and stuff like that. But I will be on every single day. I don't want to break my streak. So I'm going to definitely, even if it's me just getting on here for 5 minutes and there's nobody else on here with a live stream because it's not a set time, I'll just drop some content for just a second. I may just come on and talk for 5 minutes and then shut it off and not even interact with you guys. Just because the live stream, when we talk and stuff, it can get to like an hour and a half and stuff like that. And, I'm not going to have enough time to do the regular, like really long live streams just because of how hectic I'm going to be. It's starting tomorrow. So it'll be something that I drop in the afternoon, tomorrow afternoon. Like, I would guess, I don't know exactly when, and it may be very weird. Yeah, they're going to be short episodes. And I don't know I'm going to really have to be creative in how I do them and figuring out stuff like that. So this is just a little bit of the inside of the production room kind of thinking and stuff like that right now. And just giving you guys kind of a heads up on programming right now. Dropping in like Scotty V. Yeah, Isaac Campbell. Good to see you. Good morning. And once again, I've got Isaac's package to bring with me tomorrow night. He sent some nice stuff in a package for the meet and greet. And whatever's in it is free stuff for whoever shows up. And I do know that there's some signed Andrea Bargnani cards in there. That's the only thing I really know that's in there and stuff like that. Shane Waters saying, send you good vibes and positive mojo. Thanks, Shane. Listen, it's like sometimes things happen that you didn't expect, and they kind of throw your curveball and they make you turn your life upside down. It's basically what it does. So now I've got to deal with it. Hopefully it'll get all dealt with quickly and I can get to the States and help my folks out in an easier way. But like this week leading into it has not been easy, all kinds of crazy reasons and stuff like that. But all right, guys, thanks for joining me today. Once again, Kevin Durant saga is over. No more of this bullshit with Kevin Durant. Maybe coming here all of a sudden. Let's sign Christian Coloco. King Jordan Bolton is very happy that his pal Gary Trent Jr. is going to be a Raptor this season. No matter what, Gary Trent is a Raptor. Ain't going to be no trade now. No OG Anunoby in a Brooklyn Nets jersey. Fuck all that noise. We don't want to see that shit. We got the right team. And it's too bad another team didn't take the cheese, like Boston or Philly. That would have been fun to see Kevin Durant in those cities and mess them up. But nobody took the cheese. So now the only team that's going to be messed up is Brooklyn and the Lakers because they couldn't get Kyrie. So there you go. And enjoy the game tomorrow, Tom Duke. Let's go Canada. Let's beat Argentina. This is going to be a tough test for Nick Nurse and Team Canada. And I just hope we see a strong showing from SGA and Nickel and O'Shea Brissett and people like that. In fact, they interviewed Kem Birch this week about the game coming up. And he said that his knee is feeling way, way better and that he should be ready for training camp. But he is not playing tomorrow night, just so y'all know once again. Kem Birch won't be playing. One more thing, and I'll just touch on this for just a second. I wasn't going to totally talk about this. There's a little bit of a controversy from Scotty's last Twitch about comments he made about LeBron fans, and LeBron Nation is after him now. Scotty actually has a huge contingency of haters now. He had haters already in Detroit and Cleveland because of the Rookie of the Year award and people that really love Kate Cunningham and Evan Mobley. He's got other haters around the league who don't believe he should have been the Rookie of the Year. And some people on Twitter have said, well, guy has haters like this. That means they're going to be great. And that is true in a lot of ways. LeBron James had haters right away and stuff like that. And that really was a foreshadowing of greatness. And I believe this. Well, Scotty's got a new kind of hater this week, and it's not a good look. And I really hope that he thinks about some of his vernacular going forward. Like on Twitch, I understand we're playing Fall Guys, we're playing NBA 2K and stuff like that. They're talking about glizzies and they're talking about dick eaters and dick riders and stuff like that. Well, that vernacular in itself is kind of homophobic. And I understand, Scotty, I'm not going to get into your personal life or how you feel about any personal issues, but realize when you're in a public forum, this is just a couple of steps off of what Myers Leonard did. And Myers Leonard is a very good cautionary tale for you because of your Twitch. That, that term dick eater is kind of in some ways very offensive to certain people. And in this community in Toronto, there's a lot of people that are gay and lesbian and stuff like that. And so I would just tone down the homophobic stuff on your Twitch. There's no necessary reason for doing that kind of stuff. And then the other thing is, maybe just like change your terms. I mean, because it doesn't sound good. And I understand why LeBron fans are getting upset, but you're wrong, LeBron fans. He doesn't hate LeBron. Scotty has a huge, immense respect for LeBron James. In fact, we've had this discussion this summer about who's the greatest of all time, LeBron or Michael Jordan. And Scotty is firmly in the LeBron camp. He's a young guy. He didn't see Michael in his prime at that time and everything and didn't get that whole feeling. So I understand why he thinks that way. He's wrong, but, that's me as an older guy knowing who Jordan was. But Scotty argued the hell out of us for LeBron in this conversation. So know that he has a huge, immense respect for LeBron James, Laker Nation. And don't come at him so crazy because of what he said about that fan. That was really a statement about the fans' reaction and not about LeBron. It's not that he hates LeBron or he's making fun of LeBron or any of that. In fact, when LeBron threw the ball at Scotty Barnes in the game last year, he didn't do anything. He didn't react, partly because he's trained not to react, and that's the best way to be on the court, and also because he has immense respect for LeBron James. He really, really does. So Laker Nation, back off. There's no reason to be coming after Scotty right now for that, other than maybe, he was a little cruel and mean to a fan. And you guys are completely right by saying that these are the people that are going to be paying you the money to make all this money you're going to make in your career, Scotty, that you want to have fans like that look at you in awe and think about that. And maybe this whole idea of what a dick eater or dick rider is stupid. And that we need to retire this because you're now in the NBA. You're not just a kid who plays video games on Twitch or hangs out with your buddies and talks about this kind of behavior. This may be something you have to mature past and just kind of say, listen, I'm not using these terms anymore to say somebody who's like really into something. You can switch that word in for other things and stuff like that. And I totally understand what you were saying in that moment, Scotty. You were just saying that was a basic dunk. You just threw the dunk through. It was easy. It's like most guys in the NBA can do exactly what that guy did, but it's just like the fan said. The fan is so close. The fan is right there. The fan is in Seattle and doesn't get to see LeBron. And there's all kinds of reasons why they're so excited and stuff like that. So maybe let's not rain on the parade of people being enthusiastic and being fans. Because listen, Scotty, you've got a lot of fans that feel that way about you. And we can be derogatory about them and call them dick eaters or dick riders. But what's the point of that? It's stupid. It's like it's a childish thing. And to me, it kind of comes from an area of just immaturity and not self-awareness about, what you're saying and, who all you could offend. And it just sounds stupid. So please, Scotty, get rid of those terms from your vocabulary. If you can just never say that kind of stuff on Twitch ever again, you probably do you good, just because you're going to get older and people are going to look at this and they're going to say, "Oh, this is just a kid. He's never growing up." And stuff like that. This is a way you can show you've grown up a little bit and grown as a person, stuff like that. You're a nice guy. You're not a hater. They're calling you a hater this week because of this situation. And you don't deserve this, Scotty Barnes. You really don't, because that's like one section of your Twitch all summer that shows a bad side to you. And meanwhile, most of what we've been seeing has been great and fantastic and stuff like that. So Shane Waters is saying Eddie is going to go beast mode tomorrow. Well, it'd be fun to see Zach Eddie out there. Hopefully he'll do really well. Shane, I'm wondering if you're going too. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Tom Duke's saying, going to get my Raptor Freak sign ready. Whoa, you got a Raptor Freak sign. That's awesome. Hey, awesome, man. Tom, you don't have to do that, but I appreciate that. Peace to G, and good morning to Sue. Good morning, Sue. Yeah, I'm going to sign up real soon. Just wanted to say a little bit about that with Scotty. It's like, listen, I don't want to tell him what to do. In fact, this week he was saying, don't tell me what to do. Let me be me and stuff like that. Well, okay, be yourself, but be ready for the repercussions just in case. And that what I'm saying with my advice is really just out of my heart and my love and passion for the Raptors, and wanting you not to get in trouble, Scotty, wanting you not to step in shit like you did this week and stuff like that. Maybe you don't care. Maybe this is good. Maybe this is something like now you have more haters, and it is that you are more like LeBron, because LeBron does have a lot of haters. And to be great, sometimes you do have to have a lot of haters. So we do know that. So a lot of people are loving it. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's right. These people are crazy about LeBron, the way he treated him and stuff like that. So let's see. Sue saying Scotty is young and needs to learn early that Junior has to watch what he says. He is important to the future of the game, and people are watching. He's a good guy, but he's just showing he still has a lot to learn, a lot of kid in him. Yeah, it really is this. It's a culture thing. Like once again, the young people are getting indoctrinated into people like Andrew Tate really young, and they're messing up their views of the world. Like there's something crazy where a little league player had their like idol on their little thing as Andrew Tate. This is like an 8-year-old kid. Why are kids watching Andrew Tate? Why are they getting indoctrinated into such crazy misogynist views by some adult man who's a pickup artist? Why are there little kids watching him? Parents need to really watch the personalities that their kids are learning from or who they are into, and just keep a little bit of a tab on that, because they could be getting into some really weird, bad wormholes of misinformation and really weird psyche mindsets from really bad people. Like this is the craziest time in the world where, kids are getting indoctrinated at a younger age than ever. Like I was reading about a young girl who's like 6-8 years old, who on video games, she changed her profile to say she was 65 years old, a man that's 65 years old, just so men would stop harassing her as a little girl, 8-year-old girl. So this is a very scary, cold world for young people, and the way that people can get shaped and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know the connections or the influences that Scotty has had on his young life, that there may be some like bad influences on him with certain beliefs on certain things and stuff like that. I don't like that he listens to some of the music he listens to, because some of it is knuckleheaded fake gangster drill ops rap that doesn't, isn't serving anybody but causing more romanticizing of gang culture and shooting people and stuff like that. So I really, really want him to double down on stuff like the trade school or any other kind of charity work or good positive stuff in the community, and get the hell away from maybe some of the more toxic, stupid shit that he's been around. You're in the NBA now. You're better than, wanting to be like little Uzi Vert. I'm sorry, bro. You're better than that. You cannot do this. You have class. You should want to be like Magic Johnson. You should want to be like Kobe Bryant. You should want to be like those kind of guys, and forget about these fake gangster rappers, because they're going to cause you trouble down the road if you continue to glamorize that lifestyle or that kind of thing. You can listen to music, that's fine, and not really get into it or really push it, because it's a really bad force on young people today. It is something that helps perpetuate a culture of gun culture, a culture for people that are, sidelined already in society, and that it's a horrible thing, and you don't want to glamorize it and put it forth. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Row Wise is saying, y'all really think everyone LeBron's just insulting? I don't know what he's saying. Y'all really think everyone LeBron's just insulting? I don't know. Like, I can see LeBron fans think that he's insulting LeBron, but he's not. He's not insulting LeBron. Scotty loves LeBron. Seriously. Like, he has idols. And Kobe Bryant and LeBron James are most definitely two of his idols, like people he looks up to. Kevin Durant is another one. He said some really glowing things about Kevin Durant in the last week, too. So it's not that he's trying to insult Kobe, or I mean, LeBron. He's insulting the young man who's watching him take the dunk and saying, why is he getting so excited about this? And freaking out. And we're trying to explain to him why and stuff like that. I don't know. He doesn't have a self-awareness in certain areas. And I think it's fame. Fame, he doesn't have a self-awareness about, because he doesn't understand how famous he is now and what all that will bring into his life, as far as crowds, people being interested in him, people telling him that like they love him and they're proud of him and stuff like that. He's a little weirded out by it because he's just being him and living his life and doing what he does and stuff like that. So Isaac saying sportsbooks have Raptors finishing 7th in the East behind Nets, but also Hawks. Thanks for the motivation, America. Yeah, that's crazy. Listen, Hawks fans are really emboldened, talking a lot of trash right now. And we'll see if they get to back it up this year coming up and stuff like that. I have no faith in the Nets. The Nets are going to be a mess. They're not going to get anywhere. I said that last year, and they looked like they were in better shape last year, and they fell completely apart. So, yeah, I'm going to fully, with confidence, say they're going to fall apart again this year when they look like they're in much worse shape than they did last year going into the season. So, yeah, I think they're going to fall apart again. All right, guys. Row Wise, seriously, I want to know what you mean. If you could just elaborate. Once again, Scotty Barnes has an immense respect for LeBron. He's not trying to diss LeBron or LeBron fans, except for that one fan. And it wasn't a good look. He didn't need to do it and stuff like that. And hopefully, I don't know. He hasn't been on Twitch since. And I don't know how much of this controversy has really reached him, or he's involved himself in, like online, looking around and seeing and stuff like that. So hopefully he's maybe just like, I don't care or whatever and stuff like that. I'm going to have haters. That's just how it's going to be and stuff like that. All right, guys, have a great Wednesday, and I'll be back tomorrow, not at 9:30 though. So don't see me to show up at 9:30. I'll be back in the afternoon some point, afternoon or evening, something like that. Go Team Canada. Let's beat Argentina. And thank God the Kevin Durant saga is over. We do not have to worry about a trade happening all of a sudden, catching us off guard. That they have committed to running it back in Brooklyn, and well, go ahead, run it back with who you got and see how this all goes and stuff like that. All right, thanks again, guys. I appreciate y'all. Sorry for the changes coming up soon. Hopefully it'll all go smoothly and we can get back to normal with everything with this channel as soon as possible. All right, thanks again, guys, and let's remember always, let's go Raptors and fuck Brooklyn.